Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. We're really pleased that you could be joining us today, where we'll be speaking to you today about Revit MEP to fabrication. My name is Mike Bredenkamp, and I am the Strategic Account Manager for Modena Infrastructure in the construction and MEP space, and I'll be co-hosting your session today. Over the next few weeks, we'll be running a series of webinars based on the MEP discipline, where we will incorporate workflows, processes that include how to collaborate using Revit, AutoCAD MEP, and the different fabrication tools. We'll be hosting a few masterclasses where we will also be going deep into the advanced workflows and capabilities of MEP, including fabrication. Please go to our website to access all the great webinars that we will be running, and I have posted the link in the Q&A field. This webinar will be recorded. It will be sent to you in the next day or so to recap on what we've actually covered today. And if you'd like to share it with any of your colleagues who weren't able to attend, please feel free to do so. You are also able to access this on our website or our YouTube channel, where all the recordings will be hosted. If you have any questions during this webinar, please post your questions or comments in the Q&A box, and one of our technical assistants will be able to answer it for you. And for those of you who are just joining us, welcome. Now, I would like to introduce today's presenter, Ntsako. Ntsako is one of Modena AEC's application engineers. His specialized skills are mechanical field, HVAC, and fire protection mainly. His skills include Revit MEP, AutoCAD, and the Autodesk fabrication products. He says a specialized skill of his is that he can look at someone without hearing them speak a single word, and he can tell where they are from. Very interesting. So without any more delays, let's get started. Ntsako, over to you.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first slide. I just would like you to show you the team. This is as spoken. This is Michael, and we've got Dino Kapic and Ntsako Sumbana, which is myself there on the end. Moving right along, we'll start off with the introduction to fabrication. The software that I'll basically be talking about is Fabrication CADmep. Fabrication CADmep has a database. This database basically has all types of connections and things that connect you to the system. Here are some of the database that you can see there. You can see all the different types of connections and all the connections for round ducting. This is for square ducting. Here are all the connections and all the other things that are in the database. Fabrication CADmep has a database of duct lengths that can be used for fabrication drawings. One can also create and edit their own database. The main focuses for today's webinar: how to get the add-on, which is the fabrication add-on onto Revit, going from design model to fabrication model, and exporting to MAJ file and opening in Fabrication CADmep. Let's get right into it. How to get the add-on. You go to the Autodesk Accounts Manager. You basically get the correct add-on for the version of Revit that you might be using. The add-on is Revit extension for MEP Fabrication 2021. So that's the add-on that you might get, because I'm using 2021. That's the add-on that I got, and that's how I'll be able to do the exports from my Revit. Going from design to fabrication. So in this video, I'm going to basically show you the database. As you can see, we're using the metric version 7. We're going to open it in Revit. We're going to go to our fabrication and go to settings, load it up, choose that same one, load the HVAC system database information. As you can see, I'm selecting it there. This is a tedious process. Sometimes you miss certain things. So sometimes you just have to make sure that you select everything properly. As I made a mistake and try to reselect it again. So you're going to select everything and move it to the other side, which is the services that we're going to load. You move it to the other side. As you can see, we load that in, and then we click OK. As soon as that's loaded, you can see on there we have our MEP prefabrication parts. As I extend the screen there, you can see the parts. We've got all types of connections there. And we also have the round connections, as you can see there. You first need the set. You basically first need to set the data set you are going to use. Then you're going to bring it into Revit and go to and get the desired outcome. Design to fabrication. So this is our design drawing. And now we're going to take it to fabrication. So I'm going to select the drawing. This is our design drawing. I'm going to filter it. Into the filter key. We're going to go to duct fittings and ducts. Those are the main things that we're going to be using or going to be turning to fabrication. So I'm going to click OK there. And then we're going to go to design to fabrication. And then we're going to click OK. And we're going to wait for it to load. And there we go. We've got our fabrication drawing there. Our fabrication drawing has loaded and is ready. It's been cut up into the pieces that we require. Now we're going to export to MAJ file and opening in CADmep. Another thing that I'd like to raise is that before you actually go from design to the fabrication drawing, I suggest that you make a copy, because sometimes you might lose the stuff that you have in your design drawing. So I suggest if you have a copy, at least you still have the information there. You won't lose anything. Moving right along. So we're going to show the MAJ export. So once again, we're going to select the system, select the entire system. I'm going to filter it, and I'm going to select the fabrication MEP ductwork and duct tags. You can leave the duct tags if you don't want them. I'm going to apply and click OK. And then we're going to our add-ins tab, and then we're going to go to export to Autodesk fabrication job. And then you can give it a name, any name that you'd like to give it. I've basically given spray drying exhaust, and then I'm just gonna type something in. Maybe just type 2021 at the end of that. And then we're gonna click, let's click save. And then you can see we've got 59 fabrication parts exported. And then we're going to close that, and we're going to go and open it in Fabrication CADmep now. Now I'm going to maneuver and go there. I'm going to launch my Fabrication CADmep. Let me get that open. And then we're basically going to open the job. Once you open the job, we're going to select the file that we've just exported. We're going to open it. And as you can see, here is the system that we've exported to fabrication. If you double click on any of them, you can basically see the length. You can see the dimensions. You can see the thickness. You can see the material type. As you can see, it's galvanized. You can see everything. And then from here, it can be nested and put into a machine, and you can now produce the ducting. Yeah, so that's about it from me. It's now Q&A time.
Thanks, Ntsako. That was obviously a good session and quite an input, to be fair, going into Fabrication CADmep. I think it's one of the highly underrated solutions within the industry that people don't really tend to use a lot. And I think that, you know, creating interest within the fabrication clients, like we have been doing more and more of, they are starting to integrate the AutoCAD MEP, the fabrication aspect in Revit, as well as CAMduct. And I'm obviously quite sure that everyone agrees that, you know, it's an insightful session. It gives us a little bit more insight into the capabilities, instead of using different add-ons that aren't Autodesk tools that make the integration a lot harder. I think it's great that we can now start integrating these solutions within Revit and CAMduct. So let's actually see if we've got some questions from our guys at the moment. So the Q&A box is open for anybody who does have a question for Ntsako or myself or our technical team. I can see there was a question that already did come through from Cabello. Cabello says, can I pull the data sets information from these fabrication tools that are housed in BIM 360?
Totally, you can do that. That's doable. It can be done.
Okay, well, that's good news at least. We have a question here from Gert. Gert says, is there a seamless integration between Revit MEP and Fabrication CAMduct as well as BIM?
Yeah, most definitely. There is a seamless integration. As you can see from Fabrication and Revit, there was not a seamless integration there, even with BIM. They all integrate.
Okay, that's good news. Ntsako, how have you been finding the workflow in terms of utilizing Fabrication CAMduct with Revit?
So far, it's been a learning curve. It was something that I had to learn, but something that is good, and I feel like it's something we can use, something that is good that we can utilize.
I mean, the nice thing about this is that, like I said, you know, we are finding more and more people within the industry have been using third-party applications, and they have been finding integration for them has been difficult. But moving into the Autodesk fabricated solutions like Estimate, CADmep, you've got CAMduct, a lot of solutions here that are really helping clients to, you know, achieve the deliverables that they're actually wanting. You know, things like saving on material costs and plotting the tool paths that accordingly for them to actually cut metal. I mean, one of our clients already has told us that, you know, the speed of the process right through from the design to fabrication with these integrated tools, he's saving them on average anything from 2.5 to 3 hours a day. I mean, that's a heck of a cost reduction for them. It's, you know, he's able to actually now put out more work than they actually were previously. So, you know, that's one of the nice things.
I feel like it also cuts down time in the drawing office more than anything.
Exactly.
Because you would draw something in Revit and you'd have to cut it up or use another form or way to do that.
Absolutely. Okay, it looks like we've got a question here from Johan. Johan says, is it faster to customize fabricated parts using AutoCAD MEP or CAMduct?
I'd say CAMduct, because CAMduct you can copy and basically edit them to the way you'd like them to be.
And then with regards to the creation of the Revit families capabilities and bringing it into CAMduct, is it a lot easier than utilizing Revit or CADmep as an example? Which one would be easier for customizing those parts?
I think customizing, it would be easier in Revit. Revit, obviously, for families, it would make it easier for drawing and stuff like that.
And bringing in somebody else's customized parts from another fabricator or something like it, or someone who's already got a library set up, what's the integration like with bringing it into CAMduct? Is that easy, or is it also file specific?
It's basically file specific. So they might send you a file, and then you have to integrate it into your CAMduct, and then you basically save it as a different, you know, work set type of thing, and then you'd add it in. So yeah.
Okay, fantastic. All right. Guys, is there any more questions that we have for Ntsako at the moment? Looks like someone is typing here, so we'll just give it another second. Ntsako, I mean, to be fair, the great thing is with the series itself. I mean, we're touching on fabrication products within our MEP discipline. And I am finding that, clients are a lot happier in terms of the capabilities that Autodesk is actually offering these days. And previously we had, sorry for the background noise, but previously we had so many different products, and now that we have dedicated specific solutions for clients, are you finding that clients are utilizing these solutions more and more, or is it a matter that they are struggling with the adoption of these type of tools?
I think more than anything, it's a matter of the adoption of these type of tools. And another thing is, I feel like some people don't know that these softwares are there to help with such situations. So it's good that we're basically putting the word out there, that everybody knows that there are softwares that are actually able to do these types of things.
Okay. Okay, we've got another question here from Thomas. Okay, Thomas says, is there a best practice workflow for using Revit, CAMDuct, and CAD MEP? Or where can I find out more information? Well, I'll actually answer that one. Thomas, we certainly can help you develop the actual correct workflows. We have our team who can do that. And one of the nice things is we'll actually be covering this exact topic in our next webinar, where we'll actually be discussing the fabrication trifecta workflow. So do us a favor, please make sure that you've registered for that webinar. It's part 2 of this series. I think the date for that is the 30th of April. So please go and check that out, where we will be discussing that exact workflow of integrating and utilizing those 3 tools, and to show the best practice workflow. And I think it's actually exciting seeing how these tools actually integrate together. It is making life so much easier for everyone. Let's have a look, see if we have any other questions here from our panelists or also from our team. We'll give it another 30 seconds. No, so far looking all good. So I think, Ntsako, it's been a great session. Thank you for putting this together for everyone. I think everyone who's basically joined us today is obviously a lot more aware of the different capabilities, especially about Revit and utilizing Fabrication CADmep. And, I know there's going to be a lot of questions that people still have after this. So anybody who's obviously joining us today who still has any type of questions, needs help or assistance, please get in contact with us or contact your relevant account manager. We are here to help you wherever we can. And when it comes to things like this workflow, guys, it is very quick and easy for us to help you implement this. So please definitely get in contact with us. And please be on the outlook for our webinars that are coming within the next couple of weeks. There's a lot happening at the moment. So again, like I said, we've posted the links within the chat box. Just connect on there and actually join those sessions. Otherwise, thank you everybody for joining us today. We hope you have a great end to your week and a wonderful weekend ahead. And we look forward to you joining us next time. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day. Cheers.
Cheers.